and welcome to your mindful yoga practice this morning, or wherever you are in the world. My name is Yvette Shipman, and I am here subbing for Alicia Dawn Young, the founder of Yoga Motive, who also happens to be my niece, and I say that with so much love. So our intention today, or my intention today for a lot of you who are joining, is to allow this practice to be a reminder, to serve as a reminder for you to notice where you are as you move through this conference for the next 2.5 days, to be able to locate yourself wherever you are so that you can just go and get yourself when you need to. So this is a practice that I hope will allow for some grounding in your being. Because I'm imagining that as you move from conversation to conversation, exploring topics around racialization and racial healing and what it means to belong and how to be in community and relationship with one another, there may be some triggering. You may feel triggered. You may feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. That's all a part of the process. But when you know how to go get yourself, then you can do a practice that allows you to sit with it and just notice without having to do anything in particular. So my hope today is to provide you with 1 or 2 tools, possibly, maybe more, through a breath practice. We'll start with a breath practice, and then we'll go into a seated posture, some seated postures, and then we'll end with a yoga nidra practice. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seated position. You know what? You can be lying down also. You know, you can be on your couch, you can be on the floor, you can be on a mat, you can be on your carpet, you can be on your bed, be wherever you need to be right now to feel most comfortable. And I invite you, as you're settling in, to just see if you can access the deepest breath that you've taken today. And notice where it is. Notice where that breath is landing in your body. Do you feel it mostly in your belly? Maybe you feel it in your heart center. It could even be lodged in your throat. It may not be getting past your nostrils. But wherever it is, just be with that. We're going to do a little Brahmari breath this morning, or the bee breath. And the reason that I thought the bee breath would be good for today and for this conference is because it activates the brain. It activates the brain. It also supports the nervous system. And when you feel like you need to calm down, you can use a Brahmari breath or a bee breath to help you do that. Because it is great for releasing the mind from agitation and anger and anxiety. And so it sounds a little bit like a bee. I'm going to walk you through the process of where the best place your tongue, and we're going to do a few things with our fingers, but it sounds like a bee. So what you're basically going to do is inhale as deeply as you can inhale, and then on your exhale, with your lips together and your teeth slightly parted, you're going to hum. Then you'll inhale again, and then you'll hum on the exhale. So, 10 fingers, take your thumbs, put them on the cartilage, like right outside your ears. Do not put your thumbs inside your ears. And just press ever so slightly. Then I'd like you to bring your 3 lower fingers and just gently cover your eyes, allowing your 4 fingers to just rest on the forehead. And when you are ready, take a deep breath, as deep as you can access. And as you exhale, allow your hum to be your exhale. And it sounds so beautiful when you're in a room with other people. And move through this about 5 times on your own, putting your tongue on your palate, behind the 2 front teeth at the top of the roof of your mouth. Inhaling wherever you are. Let's do that 2 or 3 more times on your own. Coming to your last B breath or Brahmari breath. Finding your seat, your center. And simply notice. Just notice without changing anything, without judging anything. And when you are ready, inhale, raising your arms up as high as they will go. If you're not able to raise your arms above, don't do it. And relax into this stretch. Perhaps you want to look up at your hands and just say thank you for this day. And as you exhale, lower both arms down, the right arm to the floor, and do a side stretch toward the right side of your body. Now, if you're beginning to lift up on your sits bone, you've gone too far. Back up. Allow your sits bones to continue to ground you, feeling the earth supporting you. Inhaling and exhaling, doing a little flow, side stretch flow. Inhale the right arm up. Exhaling, side stretching to the left. And what do you do with your eyes? You can look at your hands, your hand on the floor. You can look at the hand above you. You can just simply look down or look straight ahead. And let's just do a little flow back and forth, remembering to inhale and exhale in your own time. Inhale, exhale, raising one arm, lowering the other. Feeling the full opening of the side body, all the way down to your hip. Again, if you're all the way over here and your hip is raising up, just back off. Make yourself 5% more comfortable in everything that you do. Inhaling and exhaling, reaching up and over. Find your flow, find your movement. No one knows your body better than you. Let's do this a couple more times to each side. My body is so happy right now. This is the first bit of movement I've done this morning. Intentional movement. And coming back to center, placing your hands on your thighs, on your knees, on the floor, and notice. Notice without judgment. Let's begin to make circles with our bodies, moving in either a counterclockwise motion or clockwise. We're going to get to the other direction, whichever way we choose right now. The circles can be small. The circles can be medium. They can be wide, taking up all the space that you need to take up. And feeling the stretch through the back, opening your heart toward everyone in community that you're here with today. Unfortunately, I cannot see you, but I'm imagining you. Yeah. Do a combination. Maybe you just need some sway from side to side. Maybe that's what feels good to your body this morning. And then come to the center, to your center, and notice. Grounded. Notice where your breath is. Maybe on the inhale, you can feel the coolness come through your nostrils. And maybe on the exhale, you can feel the warmth of your breath as it moves across your upper lip. Taking another inhale in whichever direction you went in, let's go in the opposite direction now. With small circles or movement from side to side, or big circles, and every time your face moves toward the camera, thinking about generating or emanating love out to your community. There's been some hard things that have happened in this world forever, but the last year has put a spotlight on those things. Murders of so many, the loss of so many. Let's send some love to everybody. Extend wide out into your community. Lengthen, make that connection between heaven and earth as you move. Coming back to center. And notice. Can you deepen your breath just a little more? Let's bring the shoulders into this whole equation right here, this morning wake up. Rotating, releasing the shoulders one at a time, back, forward. You know what you need. Always know what you need. And go get that. Both shoulders. Maybe you just need to tighten up completely and then release. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe your hands or your wrists need to be a part of this movement this morning. Check in with your body. And coming back to center, you know what I'm going to say. Notice without judgment. On the inhale, raising your arms halfway. On the exhale, twisting to your right, allowing your left hand to fall on your knee or thigh, and placing the right hand behind you, touching whatever it will touch. This is the part where we just want to keep twisting, but let's take our time. And on the inhale, let's lengthen. And on the exhale, let's twist through the torso, opening the heart center. Open heart, expansive mind. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale. Twist. And if this is as far as you can go this morning, this moment, this day, honor that. And perhaps now you just want to take your head and look behind you and look around and See what's there. Say hello. And gently unwinding, coming back to center. And when we are at center, we can notice. And on the inhale, raising the arms again, twisting to the left on your exhale, allowing your hand to gently fall upon your thigh or your knee, and your left hand to just place gently behind you. Noticing if your shoulders are tight, giving them a little space to open, which will also open your heart center. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twist. Twisting from your heart center, from the torso. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And then perhaps now taking the head and looking around, seeing what you see. Expressing a little gratitude along the way. Inhaling, coming back to center. And notice. We're going to move now into a little practice of Yoga Nidra. So right now I invite you to find another position, if that feels good for you. Now Yoga Nidra is often practiced laying on your back, prone, stretched out, relaxed. Head on the floor, heels on the floor, hands beside the body, palms facing up. I invite you now to do that, if you would like. I'm going to come a little closer to the camera because my voice may trail a little bit with a Yoga Nidra practice. And I'll tell you a little bit about Yoga Nidra as I move a little bit closer to you, giving you time to find your position. So Yoga Nidra really is just a form, it's a guided meditation practice that has been proven to really be effective to help reduce stress, to help reduce tension, anxiety, and it also helps with sleeplessness and many other psychological disorders, which allows for the release of negative patterns over time if we practice it consistently. And the ancient yogis recognized that we tend to be asleep to our own human nature. Go figure, right? That is why we do all these things. And so these practices really do help us to reconnect to our center. So it is my hope now that you are lying down or sitting in your dignity. Because what Yoga Nidra is offering is a return to center. It's offering the opportunity to conserve energy and to deepen your practice as you go along the way. And I use Yoga Nidra often to transition. When I am moving from one meeting to the next, I'll do a Yoga Nidra practice because what it does, it allows for me to sharpen. I'm laying down and it gives the intention that I'm sleeping because Nidra does mean sleep. But what it is doing is awakening me to prepare me to focus, to move brightly into the next thing that I have to do. And so what it does is it helps to unwind patterns of stress, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to hear my voice. And sometimes my voice will be with you and sometimes it's going to drift away. So now please just adjust your head, adjust your neck and shoulders. And check in with your arms and notice what they need. Do they need to be out beside your body with the palms up, or do they need to be touching your body to feel a little more grounded? And let the eyes simply soften and sink back towards the back of your head. I invite you now to set your consciousness free. And free to be exactly what it is, because using this practice is an opportunity really to recognize that there's always a background noise. There's always a background present. So begin to soften through the front of your torso. Can you give your body just 5% more comfort? Now become aware of the sounds outside the room, one by one. Bring awareness to the sounds inside the room, one by one. Now bring your awareness to the entire physical body, from the top of the head to the tips of your toes. Feel the body become heavier and heavier. The legs are falling heavier. The arms fall heavy. The whole body simply melts, softening. And say silently to yourself, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am awake and alert. Now we'll rotate the consciousness to different parts of the body, moving quickly. And all you have to do is bring awareness to those parts of the body. Bring awareness to the fingers on the right hand. Palm of the right hand, right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, and right armpit. Bring awareness to the right waist, the right hip, the right knee, the right ankle, the sole of the right foot. Bring awareness to the toes of the right foot, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the fingers on the left hand, palm of the left hand, left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and left armpit. Bring awareness to the left waist, left hip, left knee, left ankle, the sole of the left foot. Bring awareness to the toes on the left foot, remaining alert and awake. Now bring awareness to the back body. Both heels touching the floor, both butt cheeks, both shoulder blades, back of the head. Bring awareness to the top of the head, the forehead, both eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, space between the eyebrows, the eyes, the nose, the tip of the nose, both nostrils. Bring awareness to the lips, the chin, the jaw, and the throat, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the chest, the heart center, and the belly. Bring awareness to both legs at the same time. both arms at the same time. Back of the body, front of the body, and now the whole body. Bring awareness to the whole body, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the rise and fall to the breath of the body. Bring awareness to the breath as it rises and falls from the heart center. Now bring awareness to the body breathing from the heart center, counting from 5 to 1. The breath rises 5 and falls 5. The breath rises 4 and falls 4. The breath rises 3 and falls 3. The breath rises 2 and falls 2. The breath rises 1 and falls 1, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the rise and the fall of the breath. And as it rises and falls, feel the weight of the entire body. Begin to bring your awareness to the sounds outside the room. Quietly, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze lowered, or whatever position your eyes are in. And notice the effects of the practice, making a commitment to bring the benefits of this practice to the rest of your day. I invite you to begin to awaken the body with just very small gestures, perhaps moving your fingers lightly and your toes, maybe moving your head slowly from side to side. I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together, generating heat by rubbing your hands together. And when you are ready, place the palms of your hands to cover your eyes, and you'll feel a slight warmth coming from your hands. And take your hands and gently massage your face, lovingly massage your face. Taking your time to return to this space along the way. Along the way, be thankful, give thanks for that which you feel grateful. And I hope that includes yourself. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. Thank you for allowing me into your space this morning. And please have a great conference.